Hey guys, it's Mike here again with VIPER Paranormal, and today we're going to be talking about debunking the paranormal while you're out in the field. Okay guys, first we're going to talk a little bit about battery drain. Have you ever found yourself out in the field investigating and you're using a video camera and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a spirit comes and drains your battery? Me neither. But that's not to say it can't happen. There are theories out there that suggest spirits or ghosts can actually drain your batteries and use this energy to manifest. So what I would recommend, each and every time you go out and investigate, always put brand new or newly recharged batteries in your equipment. Now I know this can get expensive if you're not using rechargeables, so what I would do is, after your investigation, take those batteries out, put them aside, and use the rest of that energy for some of the other devices you may have around your house. But always use fresh batteries when you're out in the field. Another way to improve your investigations and your debunking is to learn how your equipment works. Now I'm not talking about how to use your equipment out in the field while you're investigating. I'm talking about how to use your equipment in general. Spend about 5 or 10 minutes with that instruction manual, and I promise once you learn to use your equipment, it's going to take a lot of those false anomalies out of the equation. Now this isn't always the case, but when you have the opportunity, I would definitely recommend doing a daytime walkthrough of wherever you plan on investigating. In order to do that, you're going to need a couple things. I would recommend bringing along the video camera, a pen, and a notebook. And I'm going to show you how to use these things to conduct your walkthrough. Okay guys, we're out in the field, we're getting ready to conduct our walkthrough. You want to have a couple things with you. You want to have your camera, and you want to have your pen and paper. And if you have the resources, it's great to have at least 2 investigators come along for this. Now, when you're doing your walkthrough, whether the client's with you or not, you want to make sure to film each and everything in that room so you can kind of get a feel for what's what and where things are, maybe obstacles that you'll run into, or maybe things that could give you false anomalies when you're going through your review. And the other thing you want to have is your pen and paper. Now, these are very, very important. Do not come to an investigation without this. I promise you, you're going to need it. What the guy with the pen and paper is going to do is going to walk around. If the client is there, the client may be giving claims or answering questions that you may have, so you want to have this paper down to write those answers or those claims down. The second job of the guy with the pen and paper is to observe. Be very, very, very observant. Now, what are we being observant for? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is what we're being observant for. When we're walking around, we're scanning the area, we're looking to see what's there. We're looking to see if there's anything out of place. If you've got vents in the walls, or maybe vents hiding behind couches or something like that, you want to point those out and write those down, because you may be getting cold spots later into the evening and you're trying to figure out where those are coming from. Well, writing this down is completely going to eliminate that. You're going to know exactly what it is and exactly where it is. Also, things you want to keep your eyes out for are things like drug paraphernalia or a lot of prescription bottles lying around. Now, not saying that your clients are on drugs, but what I am saying is there are a lot of illnesses out there that cause people to think they are having or experiencing paranormal activity. And a lot of medications lying around could be a sign of that. Another thing you want to look for is speakers. Speakers are a big thing. Now, I'm not talking about entertainment center with the speakers on the side. I'm talking about speakers that are out of place. You know, maybe sitting on a table behind something, or stuck high up on the wall, you know, where you really can't get to them. This could be a sign that there could be something shady going on. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily what's going on, but I am saying it is a chance, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And the last thing we're going to talk about is active review. Now, I don't know what you guys call it. It doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you do it. And here's what it is. Now, generally, we use active review for photographs and video. Not so much with the audio, but you can do this. And here's what that is. Let's say you're out in the field and you're taking photos, and you capture something on your photo and you're like, hey guys, look at this, look what we just caught. And you're looking at it and trying to figure out what it is. Well, it's better to try to figure it out while you're there, because you may not have a chance to come back. Another thing with video, let's say you're out filming and you're walking around with your camera and you happen to glance down and see something walk across the front of your frame. And you're like, whoa, what was that? So you get your guys over, and what you're actually going to do is, now make sure you've got other equipment running while you're doing this, but you want to completely stop your camera or stop the tape or whatever it is, rewind it, run it back, and look at it and see what you guys have caught. And the reason you're going to do this, like I said before, you may not have a chance to come back to that location, or if you do have a chance to come back, it may be so far away that it's going to be a big hassle to get out there to try to debunk something that you could have very well debunked while you guys were there. Well, there you have it. How to debunk the paranormal out in the field. I want to thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to check out our website, www.viperparanormal.com. Please comment, rate, share these videos, and don't forget to subscribe.